Hey guys, so for today's Pride design, I'm doing a design based on the colors of the lesbian flag. So to start off, I'm going to be doing some color mixing. I'm going to start by mixing up that darker orange, and I'm going to take Perfect Orange from Madam Glam, place that down on my palette, and then take a little bit of Energize Your Day from Madam Glam and mix that into that orange color until I get the darker orangish red color that I'm looking for. When mixing colors, I definitely recommend to mix up more than what you think you're going to need, because trying to color match later if you run out is really difficult because you don't have the exact measurements of how much you used when you previously mixed up that color. So getting the right ratio of colors again to get that exact same color is a little bit difficult. So like I said, I always recommend mixing more than what you think you're going to need. That way you don't have that problem of needing to try and mix up some more and color match to that previous color that you had mixed up. After getting that mixed up, I'm going to mix up the lighter orange. So I'm going to take Perfect White, place that down, and then take some of that previous orange that I mixed up and mix that into the white. Now for the darker pink color, I'm going to take Berry Blush and Purple Era from Madam Glam and mix those together. Because Purple Era is such a dark color, I'm starting with Berry Blush first. I definitely recommend, again, if you are mixing a darker color into a lighter color, or having to mix a dark and a light color, start with your lighter color and add in just a little bit of the darker color, because if you mix in too much of that darker color, it is going to be extremely difficult to get back to a lighter color. You're going to have to add in so much white or so much of that lighter color. It's just going to end up being a waste, honestly, because that is going to you're going to have to mix in so much of it. So definitely start with your lighter color and then add in a tiny bit of your darker color and make sure it is fully mixed in before adding any more of your darker color, just to get an idea of where you're at and how much of your darker color you should add. After I get that darker pink mixed up, I do the same thing like I did with the lighter orange and put down some white and then mix that pink into the white until I get that shade of pink that I'm looking for. And then after I got all the colors mixed up, I felt like that dark orange wasn't red enough. So I did go ahead and mix in a little bit more of the red into that to make it a little bit more of a reddish orange. And because I did add more to that color, I did take some of that and mix it in to the lighter orange just so that it was like the same shade range. After all my colors are mixed up, I can move on to the nail art. So to start off, I'm going to be painting the pointer and the ring with Flirty from Madam Glam. I did end up doing 3 coats of this, and I cured each coat for 60 seconds. And then for the other 3 nails, I did paint those with Perfect White, and I only did 1 coat of the white, and I cured that for 60 seconds. And I only did 1 coat because I am going to be doing marbling on top on the entire nail for those 3 white nails, so you're not really going to see it underneath, but I did want to make sure there was a layer down just in case you could see the base of the nail through the marble, and I didn't want it to just be a clear nail. After all the nails are cured, I'm going to take my blooming gel and apply that to the entire nail, and then I'm going to dot on the colors with my dotting tool and swirl that around to create the marble effect. I've done marble a few times here on my channel, and every time I do marble, I do mention how there are several different ways to do a marble design. This is one of them. I also say you don't have to use blooming gel depending on the technique that you're using to create your marble, but for this technique that I am using, I do think it is best to use the blooming gel with it. It just makes it a lot easier to marble those colors and to swirl them around and make them look nice. So after I get the colors dotted on kind of in the pattern that I want my marble to be, I'm just taking my liner brush and just running it through all those dots and kind of swirling them together, not mixing too much because I don't want the marble part to just become one solid color. I do want to be able to still see all those different colors in there. And then if I feel like there's not enough of a certain color, I will just take a little bit on my brush and add it in there and swirl it around and just keep going with it until I get it how I want it to look. With this nail, I did end up feeling like the marble went up a little bit too high and didn't have like a curve like I had wanted. So I took this little brush and wiped off some of that to create the look that I was going for with this. And then once I get it how I like it, I will take a lint-free wipe and wipe off the sides just to remove some of that like bulk and overflow that can happen when you use blooming gel. And then I went ahead and cured that for 60 seconds. And then I repeated that same process for all of the nails. The two nude nails got kind of like a French tip type of marble look, although it's not really a full French tip because it doesn't go up on both sides. The word that I'm trying to use for this is escaping me right now, but you can kind of see how that looks and what I'm like trying to say. And then for the white nails, like I said earlier, the entire nail is going to be that marble design. I said this in my previous Pride design video, but I'm going to say it again here. If you like this design but these colors don't represent you, you can obviously change the colors to represent you and who you are. Or if you like one of the other designs but those colors don't represent you, obviously again change the colors to fit who you are and what represents you. I'm just doing these designs as some inspo for you guys because I feel like most of the time when you see pride nails, it's always just rainbow pride nails, but I wanted to try and come up with some designs and some ideas for the other flags to kind of give representation for you, and so you can have some different ideas for different pride nails that you would like to do. So if you see any design here, you are free to, change it up however you see fit, change the colors, change up the design a little bit, mix and match the different designs that I put out. Just do whatever you want and make it yours because these are your nails and you should be happy with what is on your nails. after all the marble is done, I'm just taking a shiny top coat and applying that to all of the nails and then curing that for 60 seconds. I do also feel like this design would look good matte as well, but like I say in all my other videos, I'm more of a shiny girl, so I pretty much almost always make my nails shiny whenever I do them. I do occasionally do a matte set here and there, but for the most part, everything I do is shiny. So if you want to make them matte instead of shiny, make them matte. If you want them to be shiny, make them shiny. Do whatever you want. Like I said earlier, they are your nails. You do what you want with them. And this is how they came out. I think they are super cute. I love marble design nails and I really love this set. I also really like the French tip marble nails, if that's what you can even call that, a French tip. I think I like those better than the full marble nails. I don't know, something about the nude with the marble, it just looks really good. I feel like, I mean, I do really like the full marbled nails too, but I'm really liking this half French type of look going on here with these nails. And I did think about adding some gold foil onto this set because I thought it would look really good with these colors and with the marble, but I decided not to since gold isn't on the lesbian flag and I didn't want to add any different colors to it and take away from who this set is supposed to be representing. So I just stuck with the colors of the flag and didn't go outside of that. But if you do feel like you would like to add some gold, again, do whatever you want. They're your nails, and like I've been saying, you can do whatever you want with your nails. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.